Hello? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I woke up today and was like, wow, my eyeballs feel like they're gonna pop. Bit, and I had to sit there for a while to see if that feeling would go away. I don't know how to explain how it felt. Definitely felt like my eyes were gonna pop. Like they're filled with air and can pop. Can eyeballs pop? Can eyeballs pop? Can eyeballs explode? Oh, here we go. Eyes are filled with fluid. Outer tissues are decently thick and tough. The outside force can rupture the outer tissues and cause. Huh. There was an accident involving a deep sea diving decompression chamber where divers were explosively decompressed from 9 atmospheric pressures to 1, killing them instantly. One of the victims had a large blister in the tissue of their eye from the violent pressure change. But none of their eyes popped. Good to know that your eyes can't pop. Things we learn. Yeah, hello. Good morning. I get that from time to time where I wake up and I feel like my eyes are gonna pop. I think it's just something to do with my sinus. I'm just kind of there and I'm just like, and I'm just sitting here. Yeah, sorry I took so long to actually switch the scene and start talking. I was kind of sitting here trying to wait for the feeling to go away, and it has mostly gone away. So I think I'm good. I don't think I have to like go back to sleep or anything. But that does seem like it might be to do with my sinuses. Yeah, how's everyone else doing? I may or may not have plans later today to get into VR. So you may get to see me in 3D again. Yeah? Okay, so it is Saturday. Went to bed right after your stream last night, slept 3 hours, back from. How did you sleep so? Had old man shit to do. Ah. Tired. What a weird feeling. I'm waiting for the medication to kick in. My brain is so fried today. I may have talked too much yesterday. I didn't expect to stream for 8 hours. Or close to 8 hours. Yeah, I didn't expect to end up streaming for that long. But hey. Was it 8 hours? No, I think it was just close to 8 hours. Yeah, I was a tad exhausted. I did play Marvel Rivals yesterday. You talk too much? No way. You're right, Bits. I am small fry in the grand scheme of things. Everything's relative. Yeah, no, nah, yeah. I am but small fry. I wish I could yap as well as my betters. I wonder where the line is for the stuff that I can talk about, because I feel like I talk about stuff that's just not something I should be talking about. More in the sense of talking about stuff that might make people uncomfortable. You're not a small fry for one reason. There's a company out there trying to reach you about your non-existent car's extended warranty. What does that mean? Not a small fry. Sorry, you might have to explain this one. I'm a bit autistic, you see. It's more about there's someone out there wanting to talk to you. Oh no, that's not what I meant when I said small fry. I mean relatively small fry. You know? As in they're a bigger fish. They have a much better ability to communicate than I do. I'd like to call what I do a mere imitation. Pretending, if you will, to be a normal person. No, I don't think that's exactly true. Pretending to have conversational skills. That's the one. I don't follow any conversational rules. I don't even know what they are. Apparently there are some rules of conversation. They're like unwritten rules of conversation. Like, what the fuck are they? Hang on. Unwritten rules of conversation. Rule number 1, listen, don't just hear, truly listen. 2, don't cut people off when they are speaking. Sorry, I cut people off all the time by accident. 3, speak with confidence. What you have to say is important, and if others aren't following the above 2 rules, then they aren't worth your breath. Rule 4, rule number 1, I can't tell you how many talking so while they're talking. And I am thinking about what I'm going to say. This is a bad habit that many have. If you learn to practice it and be cognizant about the fact you are doing it, you'll be amazed at the deep connections you can build with people. Is that a thing people do? Instead of listening, they're just thinking about what they have to say? People think. Are you not able to do both at the same time? Think about what you have to say and listen? Or are some people not capable of that? Interesting. Oh, I like listening to what people have to say. But I wonder how... No, I want... How do you say this? Eidetic memory? That'd be useful. Oh, I kind of yawning so much. Medication can kick in place. Get like a starter stream. Mostly because I was sitting there dazed after I woke up. Dazed and eyes feeling like they were gonna pop. You know, like explode. And I was looking into it. It was like something to do with sinuses. But yeah, alright, I want you guys to think about something. When you talk to someone, how often do you actually listen? And how often do you actually sit there and, you know, focus on what you're trying to say to them? Thanks, Derpy! I listen on like 90% to 95% of the time. I'd say my ratio is about that much. Depends if I'm medicated or not. I think if I'm medicated, I'm more likely to just listen 100% of the time. Although if I'm not medicated, I feel like I will try to hold on to my thought so that I can respond. If you said something in the middle of your sentence, I will try to hold on to something that you said so that I can respond to it. But sometimes I'm just like, what I have to say is not really that important, so I'm just gonna listen. Hey, let me see. Total Recall. Lists of people who claim to possess an eidetic memory. Science has never found a single verifiable case of photographic memory. Eidetic imagery is virtually non-existent in adults. Most people showing amazing memory abilities use mnemonic strategies. Mnemonic? What the fuck mnemonics would you even have to fucking remember shit better? Isn't it contextual? You just have a mnemonic for fucking everything? You heard about the people with the condition where they just remember every single day of their life? I wonder how true that is. Hyperthymia? Hyperthymesia? Is eidetic memory a condition now? No. This is something different. Yeah, it's a highly superior autobiographical memory. It's a condition that leads people to be able to remember an abnormally large number of their life experiences in vivid detail. It is extraordinarily rare, with fewer than 100 people in the world being diagnosed with the condition since 2021. It's true. If you ever parent, you better remember every damn thing your mate said. Yeah, but apparently it's like they just recall every fucking day. But for like most people, and okay, I'm reading this right now. There's like most people, it's kind of like a scrapbook, a mess of blurred and faded snapshots of our lives. As much as we'd like to cling onto our past, even the most poignant memories can be washed away with time. My memory is like a library of VHS tapes, walkthroughs of every day of my life from walking to sleeping. Is it verifiable though? That's the thing. When people are able to recite their memory on a day by day basis based on even the date, I can tell you I don't have that. I have relatively good memory, but not like that. I don't have freak memory. I have a decent memory. I don't know how good it is. I don't know how well it stacks up to the average person. But I have a question for everyone. How good is your media retention? This is like actually an important question. When you read a book or watch a show, how much of it do you retain? Or do you just really retain key points? actually curious about this one. And depending on how it works for you guys, how often would you reread something? Yeah, so the question is media retention. So, say you watched the movie once. How much of the movie do you remember? Like, after watching a movie once, I remember essentially the entire movie. If it's something that interests me, I'll retain it for a longer time. Okay. Little bit of both. Short term for me is key points. Long term will be more in depth. Okay. I'm just wondering how common it is for people to watch something and not remember it afterwards. I only retain the quotes and the music usually. Oh, okay. So not much. I retain. Oh, how would I explain it? Like a cut down version of the movie. Hey, fun time. It is me. So interesting. I need someone to quiz me on a movie I've watched. And let's see how well I can remember it. I actually need to see how well I can remember random movie. Never watched Black Hawk Down, sorry. Bits. You're going to have to DM me so you can watch it with me. There's a lot of movies that are in your list that I have not watched. I'll watch it. I'll watch Black Hawk Down. But only if you watch it with me. I don't know, try another one. I have not watched Casino. I didn't even know there's a movie called Casino. You're just gonna have to like remember and DM me and be like, "Hey, Black Hawk Down," and then insert a time, and then I'll be like, "Okay, thumbs up." Ooh, first word spoken in a movie would be tough, actually. Like, obviously, my memory is probably gonna be better for a more recent movie. Hmm. You know what I don't retain? I have not retained, but if I actually like looked into it, I would probably be able to refresh a bunch of the stuff I learned in high school. Things I've retained are algebra. Practical math is what I've retained. Is the easiest way I can say it. Anything that's actually relevant and useful. Oh, and actually most of English. With me looking up exceptions and stuff. You know, I actually relatively liked English class. I don't know what you guys would call it over there. Do you guys have a word for English class? For whatever reason, now class is just called English. I don't even know if it's like supposed to be called literature or something. We used to like study books and have to write essays on analysis of the key points of the type of stories and themes and how it regards those themes. Kind of just bullshit for like, I don't know, 400 words. I remember I had a teacher that wasn't actually that anal on word count. If you were able to cover exactly what you needed to cover and do it concisely, they were okay with it. But I did have a couple of other teachers that just like, they'd mark you down for every letter every word that you were under the word count. Awful. Reminds me of that one teacher that fucking hated me. Fuck that bitch. What do you mean my essay was so good you had to read it out to the class, but then you decided to give me a B? Fuck off. I was proud of that. I was proud of that essay. It wasn't even an essay. It was a mock article about the foods they serve in. Wow, I actually still remember the context of the essay. I actually do remember the context of my essay. It was talking about fried foods in Australian high school canteens, and how that and its relation with causing obesity. And I remember throwing in chess analogies. I remember when my school would look at your essays to be sure it was American. Like spelling wise, make sure there's no U's where there shouldn't be. Make sure your color is only it's spelled with one less letter. Like that is what you mean by American? Make sure things are spelled with Z's? Okay, then I have no idea what you mean. I have no idea. What does it mean to make sure it was American? Oh, okay. You know what I can remember from high school, my high school years, is the books that I studied. One of them was a book called Parvana, and I think it's set in the Middle East about a young girl who cross dresses as a boy to try and help her and her siblings survive. She doesn't have her parents anymore. Some conflict took them away. And I very vividly remember one particular scene in this book about how they managed to steal a chicken. They managed to steal a chicken, and like they described in a lot of detail about how they, pulled off the feathers and killed the chicken, and then they cooked it on a fire. They didn't have any seasoning, obviously. They just cooked the chicken on the fire, basic fire, and they remember them describing how it was the tastiest thing they had eaten in a very, very long time. They filled their bellies, but that was not actually something that happened that often. And that's the only scene I really, really remember about that book. I don't think I actually finished it. I don't think I read the full book. I think that's around about as far as I actually got. Just the part where they ate a chicken in Parvana. I think that's the name of the book. Yep. There's a graphic novel of it now. The Breadwinner. Oh. It's a children's novel. Okay, it's set in Afghanistan. Okay, I'm misremembering this movie. Yep, I am very, 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 very misremembering this movie. Movie? Book. Not movie. Book. Yep, I have definitely... Okay, it's because her father couldn't work anymore and her mother was bedridden. Not that they weren't around. Okay, I remember they weren't around for some reason. Also, it's something you don't celebrate, but happy boat touching Remembrance Day. I don't know what that is. One of the books I read, I think, is more widely spread, that you guys will actually be familiar with, is Of Mice and Men. I think even Saul, would you have read Of Mice and Men? It's a 1937 book. I liked Of Mice and Men, but it's like really sad. Classic Steinbeck book. Yeah. I remember how fucking sad. So sad. Today was the day Japan attacked Pearl Harbor and America had to go dad mode on the entire world. They probably adapted Of Mice and Men into a movie, but I don't think it would actually do the what's it called? I don't think it'd actually do the book justice. Maybe they did do a good job. 70s or 80s. There's one they made in 1992. There's one in 1992. I think there are several movies. Has to be. Yep, you are correct on both counts. They made a film in 1968 and they made one in 1981. And then they made one in 1992. I think? Hang on. Yeah, they made one in 1968 and made one in 1981. Let's see, so there's that one. There's a Catcher in the Rye is another one I've read. Oh, this one's also old. I never knew when they were written. Fucking Holden Caulfield. Catcher in the Rye was a, like, coming of age story. All Quiet on the Western Front. Does anyone have any books that they read when they were really young? Or books at all? That you've really enjoyed? Like full on paperback, hardback, whatever type of novel that you've ever had. Okay, to talk about books. A book's not boring, like to anyone? Probably not. I don't remember all the books I used to read. Definitely read Goosebumps. I definitely read a lot of the Goosebumps. One of my favorites is still Cuckoo Clock of Doom. There was a few, but I can't think of the name right now. It'll come to me later. Fortress Draconis, which is part of the Dragon Crown series. Okay. Anyone read Artemis Fowl? There's something sad about Artemis Fowl. And it's the fucking Disney movie. They fucked it up. They fucked it up completely because Artemis Fowl, he's a fucking genius. Spiderwick Chronicles. Wait. Spiderwick Chronicles is something I might have read. Ooh, I've read one of them, but I can't remember which one. I have definitely read one of them. I don't know which one. I don't think I read this in order or whatnot. I think this is one of the random books I stumbled across. I must have been missing a lot of context if I didn't pick up the entire series. Oh, the Chronicles of Narnia was actually something I read. I actually forgot about the fact that I read it because I watched the movies. East of Eden? Okay. So there is a book I read. It's a series I read by... It's an Australian author, Garth Nix, who wrote the Old Kingdom series, also known as Abhorsen Trilogy or whatever in America. Has anyone heard of the Old Kingdom books? There's two other books that I actually haven't read. There was a prequel, and then a fifth book, which is like I think it's another sequel. I don't think I read that one. Oh no, there's a lot of books I haven't read. Holy shit. Oh man, I'm not gonna actually be able to get this. You also love reading the Dune series? You know, my exposure to Dune was the first Dune game. Well, actually, no, it's not even the first. It was Dune 2000. It's this book. It's these books. I've got the first three. I do not have the last one, which is a prequel. I really like these books. I actually really like them. They had such a really neat description of what like word magic was. Like describing being able to make constructs with words in a way that they could form a shape of a something, you know, anything, like an animal or something like that. And if you looked closely at it, I remember them describing it as being like their shape or form is created by words, letters, runes, even. I remember being a pretty like graphic thing, and all it was is just I found Sabriel in a library one time, and I started reading it, and then I remember finding the sequel to that one, and it was just neat because it's Oh, Kingdom's an isekai. Really strange because it's based in the real world, but there's a point in the real world somewhere where you will cross over into the old kingdom. And the main character of the first book ends up stumbling into the old kingdom and finding out that she actually has a connection to the old kingdom, but isn't actually from our side. It was a very interesting story, because she finds out that her father is actually kind of a big deal over there. She ends up being royalty, and I think she ends up ascending to the throne in the first book. And then the second book is actually about her daughter that she doesn't actually realize is her daughter. Does it have a Kijin? I don't think so. There's a lot of fantastical creatures in it, but I need to reread that book. I would have to go look it up. Not look it up, I need to go, like, dig around for it if I wanted to reread this. Unfortunately, the books have a different cover now. I don't know how I would find the cover. No, it's not an anime. Let's see if I can find this book on Amazon. Did I have the paperbacks? I think I had the paperbacks. Oh shit. Maybe I had hardcovers? Those are the books I remember having the most impression on me when I was in high school. I've read a bunch of other books. I remember reading Artemis Fowl as well. There was this book called. Does anyone remember the book Tomorrow When the War Began? I remember that being pretty good. Uh, it was a book I read that I don't think anyone outside of Australia would have read, and it was called Deadly Anna. It's a book I read. Well, not that I read, it was read to me when I was young. And I barely remember it because it didn't hold my attention. But I remember the stuff around the book. Because I remember when they came to towards the end of it, a bunch of other kids in my class at the time were crying, and I was not. I don't even remember anything about that book. I just remember the title and it made people cry. So I know it's sad. What other books are there? I don't remember the books I've read. Hmm. Okay, like I've read the entirety of Harry Potter. That one's not a surprise. Shouldn't be a surprise. I used to read a lot. It's a shame that the author of Harry Potter ended up ruining the book for me. And anything to do with her is just fucking. It's just ruined. Wow, I didn't actually read that much. It was just a lot of different Goosebumps. I had a Muppet Treasure Island book. What else did I have? Oh, no, wait, I didn't actually own a lot of my books. I'm actually remembering now, because I used to go to the library a lot and borrow books. I actually vaguely remember borrowing this nonfiction book regarding birds, I want to say. I very vividly remember the way that the diagrams were drawn in that. I do not remember the title of the book, but I do remember learning about birds and the anatomy and how they are, how they hatch and the life cycle of birds. At least what we knew about them at the time. This was in like the early 2000s. I had God, what the fuck is that thing? Scholastic? Is Scholastic a thing in the States? I'm not sure if it originates from the States. Because that was a thing that used to come to our schools a bunch, so you could, like, get books. A lot of books. There was even, like, how to draw manga books. Hi, I hope everything alright? Yeah. Is there a reason where I wouldn't be? And I think I remember. What the fuck is his name? Captain Underpants? Nah, I'm going way back. I'm going way back for some of these. Captain Underpants is something I remember. No, I was just hoping if you had a good day. My day has essentially just started. Yeah. I've only been awake for an hour and a half. I wake up 30 minutes before the stream. So I guess I've been having a good day. Because I've just been hanging out with you guys. We're talking about books right now. What was this other book? There's this other book. I remember reading. Oh, fucking Roald Dahl. I read like a bunch of the Roald Dahl. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, BFG. Oh, I do also remember reading the James and the Giant Peach, Mr. Fantastic Fox, The Twits. Okay, I've read that one too. Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, I've read. Trying to see what ones he've done. Okay, I think that's actually just my list of books that I've read. It was just Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Great Glass Elevator. Yeah, I remember reading The Twits. James and the Giant Peach was actually really neat. I am disappointed that I never read The Enormous Crocodile. I didn't even know this existed. I'm sad. Wait, hang on. No, I did not read that one. Damn! What's the name of the person that wrote the books? No, I remembered. Edgar Allan Poe. And the one I remember the most, The Raven. He also did Telltale Heart. Don't remember that much about Telltale Heart. Books of Friends. Those are all movies to me. uh, you know, there was a game I had as a kid. Does anyone remember the Mulan point and click? The Disney's animated storybook. That was really strange. Also, you're not a punk. You good croc. Hope your day continues to be good for now. Yeah, I'm a punk. What? What do you mean I'm not a punk? Literally a punk croc. What do you mean? Later. Have a good day. Yeah, there was just a Mulan. It's actually funny. There was a Mulan storybook. Just a punk rock. You know, weirdly, I remember something I used to do when I was really young. Did anyone ever do cross stitching? This is just a random question. I don't think it was something that would be common as a hobby. But did anyone learn how to cross stitch? And did like this cross stitch image where you had to pick a specific colored thread and cross stitch it through. How would you call that? It's like a cross stitch kit art, and I remember the one I had was like a bird. It was like a detailed type of bird. I actually like cross stitching. It was actually fun. I wonder if there's a way for me to revisit this weird hobby of mine. Is there a cross stitching for anime? Surely. Stitching. I can't. Hi. What? 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 So cross stitching was something else I did when I was young. I don't know how I ended up doing it. It's just something I did. Now I'm just looking back at old stuff that I used to do when I was young. How about marbles? Anyone else ever had like a large collection of marbles when they were young? Hey, Dargic. You played as a kid? My dad used to tell me about how they used to keep the balls inside the lemonade stuff. the old Ramune type bottles, and that's how you would keep Darjik. It was Darjik. You told me it was Dargik last time. Maybe I remembered wrong. Alright, Darjik. Alright, I'll remember that. The most interesting thing I find about marbles, because this was the early 2000s, there was just like a random marble fad back when I was young. People used to do these things where they would sit against the wall. They would sit against the wall, spread their legs like a V shape, and put marbles in between. And then you do like essentially bowling. If you manage to hit them, you get to keep what you hit. You got to keep them if you hit them. If you didn't, the kid that was doing whatever sitting at the wall would keep the marble that you threw at them. That was neat. I don't know if that's how people played with marbles back then. There was like a couple of other ways they used to play, but that was one of them. Hey, Saul. You said you played with marbles as a kid. How did you used to play with them? Like, I remember there was like a way where you just had to hit each other's marbles or something like that. I remember having like different sized ones. One of the ones I had was the really, really big ones with like really fancy patterns. Really interested in all the games that people played with marbles when they were young. And then you had the what are these called? What the fuck are they called? It's a type of toy. Marble tracks? We made a square and played a game kind of like pool. Yeah, I remember kids used to play one like that too. And then there were a couple of variants where... Oh, hi, Zero. You're snooker if you're a tea drinker. I am a tea drinker, but I'm fine with calling it pool. Okay, I see something looks really fucking cool. You're just redeeming everything, huh? Alright. So, let me just do that too. I see something really fucking cool I want to share. It's like a marble run thing. I would actually want one of these. This looks really fucking cool. Except I'm, you know, you get like 3 minutes worth of abs. Oh, there's electronics involved? In about, like, let me see if they're even around. Time for my classic saying. Ah, it's that time again, is it? I top back down, and yep. Oh god, you could grind meat on those abs. Could you? I don't think they're that defined. Look at this! Isn't this really cool? I need you to put some marbles in it. Now. Dude! That's cool. This appeals to my inner child. This would be fun to build, too. It's a shame I couldn't get something like this. I'd have nowhere to put it. Actual shame. Actual genuine shame that I can't get it. Hi, car. Are you ready? You've got like half an hour. Soon eating? Alright. is this? Neat. Can marbles play the drum roll? Moment of inertia. Dude. So there's just a lot of him just trying to figure out the engineering behind trying to make his marbles. Dude, so, okay, so what is this thing? Ah, yes, the marvel of video editing. So that's just proof of concept, I suppose. Okay. Why is this not working? There we go. Actually haven't set up or tested my VR yet. Let me turn it on. Wait, I played Marvel Rivals last night. Game's kind of fun. I played Groot. Yeah, I'm unplugging this. Okay, only one of them is in view. Hang on. Oh no, there we go. I think my headset will be fine. Here's hoping. That my excess overlay is oh no, wait, hang on. I hope I don't run into problems, because I haven't restarted my computer in a while. I will think about that later. We will deal with the problems as they come. So let's see, do that. Click here. So in this scene, I have that capture. I do. Okay, good, perfect. Right. So, Marvel Rivals. Has anyone else tried that game yet? It's like sort of fun. I think it is just fun. I was playing Groot, and it was great. I had a really good time. Groot's a lot of fun when you have a healer. it was really funny because Rage was like, "You're one, careful, you're one, careful, you're one," and I responded with, "No, I am Groot." And then I went and killed like 4 people. What a fun time. I almost died like 5 times in that entire encounter. He was just healing me the entire time. How fun. What a fun silly game. I wonder if I got this thing saved. I was playing on high ping too. Alright, I got something. Yes. I am Groot. It's just Marvel rifles. I am Groot. It's so much fun. And I don't know how much of it's just because it's Groot. I was in the call and I was it was funny because Rage was healing me. He was playing Rocket Raccoon and it was so funny. It's like how to give your healer PTSD when they say you're one and you respond, "No, I am Groot." You're one. I am Groot. You can't make that up, dude. That was a moment that I had last night. And call me stinky, Kaz. Have you know I showered? Showered last night. It was fun. Groot's fun. Also, it's fucking crazy how much damage he does. One of the the regular health characters like ambushed me, and I turned around and punched him like 3 times, and he died. That game is really neat. Groot's fun. I don't know why he has Maywalls. It's a very strange game. Very strange game. Yeah, but see, I have like this neon green, and neon's a very, how would you even describe this color? Radioactive. So while I don't stink, I am radioactive. You can see it. No, it's not stinky. It's just radiation. Yes. I'm glad you got that. I said I'm radioactive. Will you be safe tonight? Dunno. We'll find out. That actually wasn't even planned for me. I only decided to do this because Sol said you said you're radioactive. Calypse. Oh, waking up, I feel it in my bones. To the new age. Welcome to age. Alright there, hipster. Oh, whoa. Radioactive, radioactive. Whoa. Because I fucking called it. It's less that you called it and more like you made it happen. Self-fulfilling prophecy, you know? You put the idea in my head. Feel it in my bones to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Don't we listen to most of the same music? You're a hipster by association? Yeah, but if something goes mainstream, I'm still going to listen to it. I actually like Imagine Dragons. Like, you say we'll listen to the same music, but this is literally an anime opening in my playlist. It's the High School of the Dead one. Is it the opening? I think it's the opening. A lot of my playlists. Like, what do I have in here? I have... Okay, I added Death Roll. Rumbling, which is Attack on Titan, Fake Divine, Mad Qualia, bunch of Baby Metal. Your new morning alarm thing. A lot of Guilty Gear. You know, I actually have one Rugamish song in here. You know who I used to listen to a lot? Malice Miser. Do they have songs on them? That was my first introduction to, like, Visual Cave. You know what's really funny about Malice Miser? Is that I think they had a song. I think they had a song called Baroque. You like Ado? Me too. I also like Ado. Hey, thank you for the follow. Now, let me share this song real quick. Oh, he's not. This song. Hi, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm gonna eat my burger in the corner, don't mind me. Enjoy your burger! I have a story from how I found Malice Miser. Why is this such a jam? Because this is my music taste you're talking about. It's so funny. I wonder if this song's on Spotify. Getting into VR? Alright, give me a bit. So, stop in the song here. So, the name of the song is Baroque? And it's a very specific kind of music. It's usually classical. Now, that being said, one of the things that my parents would tell me to do when to study or whatnot, and this is mostly because of all the fucking hearsay and gossip from all the fucking Asian parents and aunties and uncles all fucking talking about this, you know, Baroque music is actually really good for studying, etc, etc, etc. I was looking for said music on LimeWire, and I did find some. But I came across one called Malice Miser with the same name. And I listened to it and realized it was not at all like classical music. It was what I just showed you just earlier. It was this. This is what I heard. And that's what introduced me to Malice Miser. I was 14 around the time, I think, 13, 14, when I found them. And after that, it was over. I, looked into everything they had and listened to a bunch of them. Funnily, I don't actually have any of their songs in my playlists, because they're not... I think they're on Spotify? Is this it? Yeah, unfortunately there isn't much from Malice Miser. Yeah, that's not the same. That's just not the same. I can't find their songs on Spotify. It's not Malice Miser anymore. It's just, they're just gone. Look at how old this is. 18 years ago! Since you like obscure bands so much, there's nothing that says that I like obscure bands. This is just old. Fuck, man! It's all gone! They're not a thing anymore. Malice Miser stopped in 2001. I miss this song. I genuinely miss this song. You can even tell this is lower quality than... The sound quality is not as good as, today's sucks. Such an old. $18 years ago. Holy fuck. I was pretty young when I saw this. Very, 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 very much into Visual K. Stand up. Yeah, I do feel kind of old. Mouse Miser is such a trip. Don't know how I even fucking ended up finding Mouse Miser. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to hop in VR. So that means I'm turning off my VTuber software and hopping into VR. Okay, give me a sec. Let me just set all this up properly. Spotify, I need to send this to my headset. Or not? Hang on. Did I disable it? Uh-oh. Hold on. Something bad may have happened. Oh shit. Okay, that's set up. I think we're good. Okay, never mind. All right. Yep. Up. Spotify to send Spotify to my headset, and then I think I have to lower this volume.
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
Thanks to @Matty7 for my sub gift.
Hi, Beats Up! 14 months, thanks, Matt. Thank you for the 14 months. Okay. Ad break coming. So while the ad break is coming, I'm going to close all of this. Close this. I disappeared, and now I push this button. Can you still hear the music? Okay.